Hi there, this is Rishabh and I welcome you to the Python Hackerrank Series, and I hope you're all set to solve some exciting challenges. So let's get started. So this is Hackerrank. Hackerrank is one of the best platforms when it comes to practice coding challenges. So I really encourage you to create your account if you have not already created, because that's the first step. And then we can simply log into the platform. So there are two options here for companies and for developers, and we are going to choose this option, that is the for developers. Let me just log in. So there are options to log in via Google, like sign up or log in via Google, and that's what I'm going to use. You can also log in via Facebook, LinkedIn or GitHub. You can choose any option you want to. So for me, I'm going to choose this option, and yep, here I am in. So this is the kind of dashboard which you will see once you log into your Hackerrank account, right? And because we are going to talk about Python, so here is the option prepare by topics, and here is Python. So we are going to click on Python. Cool. So now we can see a lot of problems which are related to Python, and these are the problems which we are going to solve. And we can see that we can actually filter these problems by different status codes. Like we can filter by solved and unsolved. We can filter by skills, like the basic, the advanced and the intermediate. Then we can filter by difficulty, the easy, medium and hard problems. And then we can filter by subdomains. Now there are so many options, like there are actually 4 filters, but the one which I'm going to choose is to filter by subdomains, because that will actually make it easier for us to understand the concepts as well. So we'll be starting with the introduction, and then we'll be following the serial order which is given here, and like this is how we are going to solve the problems. And other than that, I really wanted to show you this part of this dashboard, or this part of this page, I would say. So it says that my current rank happens to be this much, which is, I think, close to, if I'm not wrong, I think this is, yes, it's around 2.4 million, which is 24 lakhs. And then again, we can ignore these numbers. These become insignificant in front of this 2.4 million. Now, even though like whenever you're learning something, you may not like to, see your rank, but I think this is a good measure of how well are you progressing, what kind of progress you are making. So you can always keep a note of your rank, and you can check like by what ranks have you improved per day or per week, whatever criteria you decide. And similarly, you can note down your points as well. So currently it says that you have got 0 points because I am starting this thing, so that I can actually solve all the problems with you, and I can probably explain whatever needs to be explained in these problems. So we'll be starting with very basics, but then we'll be going towards the advanced challenges, right? So yes, I think this is all we need to get started. Now we are all set to go ahead and start solving the problems. So as I mentioned, that this is the filter which we are going to use, that is filter by subdomains. So the very first filter which we need to apply is introduction. And as you can see, there are a few challenges. In the introduction, we are going to solve all these challenges one by one, and I'll be sharing what all concepts needs to be used, and if there is any reference to any of the videos which we have created for the concept overviews, I'll be referring you to that specific video so that you are comfortable before you solve the problem. So yes, so say hello world with Python. I think we have already solved this challenge in our videos, but the problem seems to be very simple. It simply says that here is the sample line of code that can be executed in Python. I think this thing you have already seen. If you have seen the Python verse series on the 404 channel, you can just as easily store a string as a variable and then print it to std out. Well, yes, this is another way. You can store a string in the variable, and you can actually print that specific string. And let me actually share one insight here. On the 404 channel, there is a video which talks about 25 different ways of printing hello world to the screen. And just as an addition to this specific video, you can actually go and watch that, because there we have used a lot of different concepts to print hello world on the screen. So that video is so insightful that you get to learn a lot of concepts of the Python language just by watching that single video. And all that video is doing is, it is just printing hello world to the screen, but in 25 different ways. So that is what makes it really interesting. I'll definitely share the link in the description so you can check it out. Cool. So here the things, they look very simple, but yeah, the objective of this specific exercise is so that we understand this we understand this overall dashboard, or this playground, I can say. So as you can see that we can change the theme. If you prefer a lighter theme, you can go to that. For me, I wanted to do these videos with the dark theme, so that's why I decided to go with that. And language can be changed, even though we are going to choose Python 3 here. Oh, that is interesting. Okay, I really don't know on what basis this difference is being created, but this is quite interesting. So let's just go ahead with Python 3 only. Maybe this is functional way of doing things, but yeah. And what else is there? There happens to be something. Okay, so if you want to reset the code, you want to reset the code as well. And then these 3 dots give you some more things, like the normal or the Emacs editor or the Vim editor. Then how many spaces do you want, like the tab spaces? So 4 spaces, perfectly fine. Autocomplete is enabled. We can probably disable it. That will be very helpful if it is disabled. Now the reason why I disabled this autocomplete is because sometimes in the interviews this is disabled, so it's better that you prepare that way only. So let's just keep it disabled. Other than that, I think there is nothing much. So the problem is given here, then you can see your submissions from here, the leaderboard can be seen here, discussions can be seen here, and the editorial is nothing but let's say if we are finding some problem very hard to solve and we want to see the solution, so in such scenarios we can use the editorial section. With that, I think we have pretty much covered everything, and we are all set to start. Okay, so let's just go ahead and print hello world. Now the thing to be noticed here is that you have to keep H and W in caps, then there is a comma here, and then there is an exclamation here. Other than that, I think it's a simple print statement. Let's try to run this code. Okay, congratulations. So the sample test case 0 has been passed. So once our sample test case has passed, the next step is that we have to submit the code. So let us just click on this button, submit code. Okay, so the compiler message, okay, so you have earned 5 points. You are now 30 points away from the first star for your Python batch. Congratulations. And in this way we can move on to the next challenge. So the next challenge will be covering in the next video, but I hope you understood the basic platform, like the basic functionalities here. So this is what we are going to use for the next set of problems as well. I'll be creating videos for some more challenges, and we'll be solving some Python problems, because practice is what makes you a good Python programmer. So that's why we have chosen to do the series. I hope you have found this video to be even though this was a very easy one, but I hope you got the basic insights, you learned how to use the platform, and overall I hope you enjoyed. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye and take care.